Olá pessoas, tudo bom? Vamos continuando, começando
How
não.
may I help you today, Clive?
Eu não consigo,
Come to
eu
claim
erro
your just
sempre, né?
desserts? Here you are.
É. Pios do
All
Lobo.
done?
Vamos falar com a outra aqui, vamos ver qual que é o rolê agora que nós temos que fazer.
How goes the hunt for Kupka?
Largely in circles. We have myriad sightings of strange soldiers in unexpected places, but nothing definitive as yet. If only we knew for certain by what route he left Rosalith.
Well, keep at it. If anyone can piece this puzzle together, it's you. And I'm willing to wait as long as it takes.
Vai ficar aí parado?
What? Here?
Would that be a problem?
Do you know, Clive? I believe it a mercy that you didn't inherit your father's throne. Your poor people would surely live in fear of you.
You have nothing to worry about on that front. I won't be claiming his crown.
That is a relief.
Clive, have you got a minute? We, have a guest.
A guest?
Vamos ver quem que é agora.
For your trouble.
It was a pleasure, in hindsight.
Uncle
Ah, tio dele. Tio dele.
Clive, my boy! Tap a cask and stoke the ovens for your favorite uncle is here!
A cara dos malucos. Enquanto isso, no lustre do castelo, orlas gêmeas.
The Dalmekian government sues for peace. How shall we respond?
If they're willing to accept their fault in the matter, I see no reason to refuse them.
Still, we must insist on substantial reparations. Twinside stores are not as bottomless as reported.
Aye, and we have many more mouths to feed. We shall just have to have the Dalmecs empty their treasuries for us.
Of course, none of this would have been possible without your timely intervention, Prince Olivier.
Indeed, I doubt any of us would have had the courage to trade words with the mighty Titan, nor less the wit to win him over.
The Empire owes you a great debt.
May the blessing of the crystals go with you, Your Highness.
May the blessing of the crystals go with you.
Very good.
Bahamut tá inquieto.
Now, let us come to the question of precisely when the Dalmecs will withdraw their troops.
Dion's fire could rid us of them in mere moments. The men of the Fist will not withdraw until a peace treaty is concluded. So let us keep the negotiations open, give them time to gather what gold and trinkets they can. And once they deliver that which we demand, what worth is a piece of parchment?
Your Radiance, were Prince Dion to take the field, the enemy would surely send their own dominant to meet him. And while His Highness would of course prevail, there would be heavy losses on both.
You need not fear Hugo Kupka. He is engaged on the Western Front. Even were the Dalmecs to send for him, he would not arrive in time. As much as I would enjoy witnessing a clash between Bahamut and Titan, it is not to be.
And what of your subjects, your Radiance? If the fighting spread to the city proper, the people would bear the brunt of it.
There will be losses, it is true. Yet for every citizen who falls, another can be bred. For every home that burns, another can be built. The Empire will live on. Dion?
Yes, sire.
Prepare for battle.
But sire...
Do not make me repeat myself. Return to your camp and await my orders.
Esse imperador aí só quer ver o circo pegar fogo e ele sair por cima da carcaça, né? Pelo amor.
If that is your wish, your Radiance, I shall depart at once. May Gregor forgive you.
What do the astrologers augur?
The stars are in agreement, your Radiance. The shadow of treachery hangs over Prince Dion.
So Annabella's tales were true. You disappoint me, Dion.
What on earth is Uncle Byron doing here? Only one way to find out.
Vamos lá, falar com o tio. Nossa, tá um prelúdio do desastre aí com esse pessoal do Bahamut aí que tá foda, hein? Eu acho que cada reino tem 2 dominantes, na verdade. Então o de fogo deveria ter fogo e gelo, né? Porque se a Shiva era do norte, né? Que nem o Clive falou, assim como o Fenrir. Então a gente, na verdade, tem 2 dominantes em cada região, né?
My dear nephew, how I've missed you.
How did you find this place, Uncle?
Through the good offices of young Sir Wade. He really is the most helpful fellow. As are you, I hear. The Guardians and those they freed tell the most outlandish tales of your heroics in Rosalith. Which is why I came, to learn the full truth of the matter. Sort the fact from the fiction, so to speak.
You were working with the Guardians of the Flame to evacuate the people of Rosalith to Port Isolde.
I was, aye.
Then I have questions for you. Please, come inside, Uncle.
Gladly. You there? There are 2,000 gold talents in those chests. See that they're added to my nephew's coffers, would you?
2,000?
Cara do Gav. A cara do Gav foi muito boa, tipo, congelou.
And I'm
Muito
afraid
bom.
that is all I know.
A fleet sailing south past Port Isolde. Most intriguing.
Forgive me for not being able to tell you more. I hadn't the faintest idea Kupka withdrew wounded from Rosalith. Still less that my own nephew dealt the decisive blow.
What do you think, Vivian?
I think, with this news of the Dhalmekian fleet and recent reports of the Royalists' movements, that the final piece of the puzzle has fallen into place. Come here and I'll show you.
Vamos ver. O que ela tem pra falar pra mim? Vamos ver.
It is known that Kupka's forces entered Rosaria via its unguarded coast. So can the same be said of your visitors from Waloed? Certainly her Royal Navy is famed for the efficiency with which it bears her knights from one battlefield to the next. And in the Einherjar, or Black Galleon, she boasts a vessel nigh as swift, and every bit as feared as the kingdom's legendary cavalry. A fitting flagship for a land apart, her naval presence being crucial to her ambitions beyond Ash. Yes, it seems safe to assume that the Royalists did indeed enter Rosaria from the sea. So then, had you a vested interest in Titan's survival, whither would you take him? Why, home to Drake's Fang, a place rich enough in ether to conjure the magics needed to mend his hurts. But would that not entail an arduous voyage around the southern cape? Let us say that the Royalists did put ashore with a mind to spirit Kupka away from under your very nose. Could that truly have been their plan for him? To load him aboard one of the ships flying Republican colors sighted off the coast near Port Isolde. To spend weeks at sea, being tossed hither and yon by unforgiving waves, his life hanging in the balance. No. The journey would mean Titan's death, and Kupka's faithful creatures would not allow it. So what then was the plan of our Waluda friends? Reports suggest they made not for the coast, but for the desert. And by cutting through the Velcroy, a party traveling light would have Titan back in his bed days before a galley could lurch into port. To wit, it was the Royalists, not the Republicans, who effected Hugo Kupka's safe retreat. I would stake your life on it.
Mas deduziu tudo isso só.
It was the Waludas who spirited the wretch away. Now I think about it, there was something a little strange about the ships I saw. The men seemed almost crestfallen, as if in mourning, as if they believed, or were made to believe, that their master was dead.
You have a keen mind, Lord Rosfield. And you have your answer. To find Kupka, you have merely to follow the Royalist trail across the Velcroy. It may well have gone cold by now, but as they say in the Republic, all roads lead to Drake's Fang.
Allow me to accompany you part of the way. As luck would have it, I had intended to journey Canberward on business after visiting you here. The Fang would be but a short detour.
I'd be glad of the company. Give me a moment to make ready. I need to tell my friends what we've learned. And where we're going.
Very well, but be quick about it, my boy. Time waits for no man.
Tem alguma coisa pra gente ver aqui? Não, né? Não.
Mid's finished outfitting her little workshop by here.
Vamos ali fazer uma armadurinha nova. Como eu já fiz a caçada, né?
Who's this blue blood?
Sangue azul na Idade Média é rico, tá? Ela falou ali, Blue Blood ela tá falando do tio dele, que é riquinho.
My knowledge is yours. I have compiled some new entries, if you would like to see them. If you have a question for me, I should be happy to answer it.
Não tinha feito isso ainda, vamos lá. Vamos falar com o Otto antes de sair aqui, mas vamos...
Back, are ya? So, will it be?
Ah, faltou escarletita. Deixa eu ver se tem aqui. Eu acho que pior, tudo que eu acho que vai ter que...
Well, don't just stand there gawping. Going persuading you down.
Não vai ter o item.
Finished, are you?
Nossa, diário eu nunca abri. Vou tirar esse aqui e colocar o outro aqui, ó, explosão aérea. Beleza. Em off eu procuro aí pra fazer o item no final. Faltou um item que eu não tenho. Deve ser drop raro ou coisa do gênero. Um bestiário deve ter.
Kupka's at Drake's Fang. I'll be leaving before sunset.
You're not going in there alone, are you?
Don't worry. I'm not going there to destroy the Mother Crystal. All I'm after is Kupka's head. I won't risk any more than I have to. I promise.
The Lanza and the Fang are all Kupka's personal fiefdom. You have any trouble on the way, you ask for Rosina Dalamil. Some call her the Desert Hare.
Who is she?
An old associate of Sid's. And only Sid's. All I know is the name, and that they used to meet at the Dalamil Inn. We've heard nothing from her since he died.
Traduziu in como albergue, velho.
New Sid might be able to bring her back into the fold.
Thanks. I'll keep that in mind.
So, what about your uncle? I mean, he's welcome to stay, but...
Don't look so worried. He'll be coming with me.
Thank fuck for that.
Gav, Otto, I'm leaving you two in charge.
You can count on us.
Vamos lá, Otto.
All right, Uncle. I'm ready to depart. Shall we?
We shall. Come, let us away to adventure.
Rumo à aventura. A aventura vai começar. Seu tio, vamos passear. Tá. Beleza. Então isso aqui é um cristal também. Tá, então deve ser o cristal da terra. Tá. Esse aqui deve ser o cristal do raio. Tá. Esse aqui talvez seja o cristal da água. Ele é azul e tal. Mas a gente não tem nenhum personagem que é de água, né? Nenhum sumo de água. Aqui tinha um coisa. Então são 5 cristais. Talvez fossem 8 no começo. E aí já estouraram a maioria, né? Não sei. Vamos lá, explorar agora mais uma região. Monarquista. Eu vou pegar em inglês lá os nomes pra ver a tradução correta dos bagulho, né? Porque tem umas bizarrices de tradução aí que só, né?
I was a young man when last I walked this path. There's an old trading post not far from here. The road to Drake's Fang leads through it.
The trading post it is.
Uma musiquinha pra dar uma ambientação de algo desértico e tal. Enigma das Areias. Será que aqui vai ter quest na areia? Deserto normalmente é um dos lugares mais legais que tem. Bem, vambora. Posso chamar a Ambrósia aqui? Cadê a Ambrósia? Vem, vamos lá.
Our destination lies over that dune, beyond the ruins. Mark them well, Clive. It's all too easy to lose one's bearings in the sands.
Faster!
Vamos indo.
Many years ago, when you were just a boy, you and I rode this way together, accompanying your father on a scouting expedition to Drake's Fang.
He let me come with you.
I'm not surprised you don't remember. It was just before Joshua was born. You were so eager to be there when your brother arrived that you whipped your chocobo too hard on the journey home and fell from the saddle. I shall never forget how Elwyn fussed over you as you sat in the sand, bawling like a babe.
Who do you think those soldiers were in the inn?
So, Lord Cook has finally made his move.
Deserto aqui tá bonitão, hein? Nossa. A coloração dele viva. Nossa senhora.
Ah, there she is. The good old Dalamil Inn. Do you know, this heat has given me quite a thirst. Quick drink before we press on?
Mas vai pro Final Fantasy IV.
Look, there. Those are Ashen steeds. No doubt about it.
And such a long ride from Stonehair. Our Waluda friends must be soothing their saddle sores in the inn. Shall we join them? Run along and play now, Torgal. Dogs aren't allowed inside.
Cachorro praticamente vivo, né? Assassinos Kleberson, fantasia. É o Final Fantasy Kleberson. Isso aí. Espadona da hora que nós estamos, né?
Good day to you. Eating?
Sorry about my pal. He only talks when his mouth's full. What do you recommend?
Well, if you're after something light, we do a fine chocobo soup with lentils and honey.
2 bowls of that, then. An ale.
Right you are.
Hey, girl!
Coming!
Your pal?
Would you rather be my squire?
Your Grace, it is plain you are not yet well enough to travel. If you would only let me take you to someone who can better attend to your ills.
No, we must press on. Prince Dion has returned to his camp and will soon depart for the front. I must speak with him at all costs. Miss this chance and I may never get another. You do understand that?
Yes, Your Grace. But you must at least agree to take your medicine. I'll fetch you some water.
Essa cena aí ficou muito direção de série, sabe? Quando a série tem uma direção mais dinâmica, que acompanha de câmera. Ó, transição muito mais... uma fotografia muito mais assertiva. Em questão de manter o ritmo da cena.
Keep watch, they tell us. But all I see is sand.
I hear they got our guest back to the Fang without any trouble. We'll be leaving soon enough.
Why the Lord Commander dragged us all this way just to save that blockhead skin, I'll never know. Dominant or not, he's a bloody idiot.
That'll be Cooker, then.
Well, let's get this down us. We've a long way to go.
Hey, you.
Uncle?
Sorry.
Can you walk, Your Grace?
What's wrong?
I fear trouble may be brewing downstairs.
You two are travelers, are you not? Me and my companions are strangers here. Perhaps you'd be good enough to accompany us a while. Help us find our way.
Sorry, lads, but we've got business in camera that can't wait.
Ah, I'm sure you could spare us an hour or two. Friend.
A galera saindo do...
I'm afraid we don't have a moment to lose. Friend. Stay back, Uncle.
Gladly.
Esse velho, mano, vai se fuder, cara.
Take it.
Try it.
Bravo, my boy! Just like that!
It's over.
Meu Deus, cara. Os caras não tiveram nem chance, mano. Os caras ficam tomando no infinito. Mano. Não tanque o velho, velho. Vai comer no final, mano. Acho que ele é rico. Muito bom, cara. Muito bom. Eu acho maravilhoso esse jogo, cara.
For your trouble.
Word of advice, miss. That soup could do with a touch more salt.
Meu Deus, que maravilhoso, cara.
Now's our chance. Your Grace?
I'm fine.
Clive? What is it now?
It's nothing. Let's go.
Provavelmente o Joshua sobreviveu porque o poder da Fênix é reviver, né? Então talvez seja isso.
Where are you?
Well, if we didn't know where to find Kupka before, we do now.
The Royalists said it themselves. Their guest is in the Fang. We should press.
Ah, droga, eu não sabia que o diálogo não ia acabar.
Ah, they've closed the road. And it's the only way from here to the Fang. It would seem Lord Kupka is not accepting visitors at present.
We have to get through that gate.
Not by force, I trust. We've attracted quite enough unwanted attention already.
By guile, then. Perhaps the Desert Hare can offer us her aid.
Rosina Dalamil, woman of mystery. But how will we find her? We know naught of her but her name.
And that she was working with Sid. Sid's other collaborators have all been people of means. The wealthiest and most successful members of their communities. I'll wager this Rosina Dalamil is the same.
That would certainly help to narrow the search. We need only inquire as to who is in charge of the town.
And that's exactly what I mean to do.
Deixa eu ver quanto tempo dá de vídeo. Foi 4 minutos.
Anything I can help you with, travelers? Allow me. My good man, we represent one of the oldest and greatest trading houses of Port Isolde. We're seeking to expand our business in the region and would very much like to make the acquaintance of Dalamil's leading entrepreneurs. If only we knew where to find them.
Well, we're best known for our baths, our markets, and our smithies. I suppose you could do worse than start your search at one of those.
Thank you. You've been most helpful. Oh, you wouldn't happen to know a lady by the name of Rosina Dalamil, would you?
No. I can't say I do.
Well, thank you all the same.
Meu nome é Daila e eles colocaram como Dalimi. Nossa. Vou ter que ver o nome em inglês pra ver.
Can't you see I'm busy?
I won't keep you long. I'm looking for someone. A woman by the name of Rosina Dalamil. Do you know her?
Never heard of her. Is that all?
One more question. If I wanted to find the richest trader in town, where would you recommend that I look?
Well, that's easy. The Briar's Kiss. Won't find a finer smithy this side of the strait. The owner's only a young sprig, but he's got all the right ideas.
The Briar's Kiss, you say? Thank you.
I doubt this young sprig is the person we're looking for. You said Sid's contact was likely to be an influential sort. Influence comes with age and experience. Believe you me.
Looks like we won't be getting back to Drake's Fang anytime soon.
Mummy, I want to play with the crystal. How many times do I have?
Can I help you?
Yes, I'm looking for a woman by the name of Rosina Dalamil. A long-standing pillar of your community, I believe, from old trading stock.
Then you should ask Ferda. He's been here for years. Knows the place and its people like the back of his hand. And he's in with all the old merchant families. Try the baths. That's where you'll usually find him.
Thank you kindly. Well, it sounds like we have our man.
Perhaps. Let's go and find out exactly what this Ferda knows.
Vamos ver.
Hanging lanterns, keep the darkness from your
Casa de banho.
Excuse me. Are you Ferda?
I am. Can I help you, travelers?
I hope so. You've lived here for some time, is that correct? Do you know Rosina Dalamil? We believe she may be a trader of some renown.
And what business do you have with the desert hare?
She was a close friend of mine. I was hoping she might be able to help me.
Very well. Go to the bordello. I'll arrange an introduction.
Do you think we can trust him?
Only as far as I think.
So you're the ones who've been sniffing around?
I beg your pardon?
Don't play the fool. Stick your nose in our business and you're likely to lose it.
Nice try.
To me, flames!
Enough.
Pobre alma. Tomou 1000 pauladas.
Who are you working for? Him or her?
Him. The boss. He wanted us to test you.
Though one could hardly call that a test.
Lord Ferda?
Look what the cat dragged in.
Your skill with the blade is rare indeed, my lord. A fitting talent for an outlaw.
You know who I am. So what now? Call in the men of the Rock and collect the bounty?
That isn't my decision to make. Our work is done. Take him to meet his precious Rosina. She will be interested to make his acquaintance.
Yes, my lord. To the Lock of Leisure, then.
Lar do Lazer. Só tem puteiro nesse jogo.
To the Lock of Leisure.
Gente, vou encerrar o episódio por aqui. Que agora a gente já sabe que vai se estender o diálogo. Então a gente continua no próximo episódio. Vamos ver quem é esse tal de Rosina aí, né? Falou, valeu, até mais. Fui.